once again, adventurers. Let's play Robotics Notes Elite. In the last episode, quite a lot happened. Again. First, Subaru's father, Hiromu, was poking around in his room and had stumbled upon the list of proposals that Subaru had given to Akiho, which she probably rejected. Why he didn't just keep it on his person, I don't know. But while that by itself it's not a dead giveaway as to Subaru's activities, it could very well be the first step on the road to Hiromu finding out. Second major thing is that Kaito and Junna read Kimijima's report. Oh, sorry, Kimijima. I put too many I's there. But they read the report, and it definitely had a lot to say, especially on the subject of conspiracies being enacted from behind the scenes by certain very powerful and influential organizations. Yeah. And speaking of which, over at the Exoskeleton Company headquarters in Tokyo, turns out that Misaki and her superior, whose name began with S, Sawaha or something? Maybe. I don't know. But they were definitely monitoring Kaito's condition and the reflexes that he had during said condition. And yeah, most ominously was the fact that Kaito tried to learn something about Kimijima from Mizuki over at the general store, without having to go through passion fruit hell. I was rather surprised to learn that she actually knows that name quite well, it seems, based on her reaction. And of course, meanwhile, Akiho was here by herself, working on Gunbuild 1, as always. My monthly custom, oiling Gunbuild 1. Once I start, it takes about an hour of solid work. Maybe because it's hotter than last month, but I notice I'm soaked in sweat. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's summer. But also, that just shows how hard you've been working. Actually, I did maintenance of my school uniform last month and Kai almost saw my underwear. But I'm wearing my proper work clothes today, so I've got nothing to worry about. Plus, I can sweat all I want. Yeah, should probably keep doing that for the rest of the maintenance there. I put the oiler back on the shelf. I pop open a lukewarm skull that's been sitting around for a few hours. Because of course, there is no fridge. The wind is pretty strong today. My sweat cools me down, making me feel a little chilly. You'll be glad for that cool down though. Trust me. I lean up against the hanger. Excuse me. There we go. I lean up against the hangar wall and look up at the incomplete Gunbuild 1. A lot has changed in a month. I went to Tokyo, did great at River 1, and got another person to join the club.
なのに、お前はちっとも変わってないね。
Still stored with his upper and lower body separate. Gunbuild 1 obviously doesn't apply. I pick up the notebook sitting on the shelf and flip through its pages. This is the production notebook for the Gunbuild project. You could also call it the last 9 years of the Robotics Club's history. Completion of Gunbuild 1 is, as of 2019, stuck around 70%. Well, could be worse. No new sections have been added after I became the president. The upper body section stands upright. But it doesn't have arms or a head, so it's basically just a big block of steel. The design on the chest kind of looks like a pair of eyes, which makes the whole torso resemble a face. The armor is pretty much complete. Most of the upper body is occupied by the cockpit, which still doesn't have a pilot. Though I guess it would be more accurate to say that the column-shaped cockpit is covered and hidden by the armor. The cockpit hasn't been wired up yet, so all it has is a seat with backrest. Since they're not that important, the head and arms haven't been added yet. They're just decorative, they don't move. For the record, both arms are already complete. They've been carefully stored in the corner of the hangar for years, just never assembled. As a personal aside, we definitely have to reproduce Gunbarrel's trademark scarf. A suggestion that will definitely go down well with Subaru. By my calculations, I'll need a long cloth around 7 to 8 meters in length, so it'll be hard on the budget. The lower body is lying down on the floor, right here. The main section of Gunbuild 1 isn't its upper body, it's this one. The greatest and sole function of Gunbuild 1 is to walk after all. His legs are extremely important. Should hope so. Although only the right leg is complete. It's supposed to have 6 servo motors, but I still only have 3. That's why I can't build the left leg. Out of everything on Gunbuild 1, those cost the most. The servo motors are too big, so they have to be custom made. By the way, the one making them for us is none other than Doc at the clinic. Because of course he is. That oldie but goodie is really skilled when it comes to these things. And he definitely won't let you forget it, will he, Akiho? But I still haven't paid him back, which means I can't go back there yet. Yeah, we're not going to be paying him back for a long while. If I showed up at the robot clinic without his money, he'd ice me in a heartbeat. Anyway, that's why progress on Gunbuild 1 has been less than satisfactory. It's frustrating that I've barely had anything to add to the production notebook. I sigh, then look outside. The boys, Kai and Subaru, are playing with their hobby robots. They both have serious expressions on their faces. The preparing themselves for the Las Vegas Championship, leaving Akiho to work on Gunbuild 1 all by herself. Looks like they have zero intention of helping me with maintenance. But in some ways, that's kind of refreshing.
結局この構図なんだよな。
Indeed, that's just how it is, Akiho. It was this past spring when the Robotics Club dropped down to 2 members. I'd be out of breath in the hangar, covered in sweat and oil, while Kai sat around happily playing games. Even though Subaru's joined the crew, nothing has changed.
そう変わってないんだよ。
Despite the last month being so eventful, nothing's changed at all. Are we really going to be able to complete Gunbuild 1 before the expo? Only time will tell, Akiho. Only time will tell. A strong wind blows across the old airport apron. It's way too strong, causing M45 at my feet to shake and lean to the side. Subaru manages to support it with his hands before it topples over. I stretch out while still holding my Pokécom, vacantly gazing out at the runway. And on that subject, something from Frau. Kill Ballad Patch version 4.01 information. Second character balance patch in the works. TBR tweaking Snagida a bit. The others are secret. One from Akio. My mind is going a little crazy from thinking about the HUG accident. It is unacceptable and they need to prevent it from happening again. I want Exco to do full research on it. People getting hurt from robots is too sad. Played 40 minutes. 9-0, taking a quick break. Hope Big Sis is okay. We'll go with this one. She should take a vacation and just come back to the island for once. Mizune is just too busy. Apparently Junna has something on her mind. Should I go? What to do? Kaito replying to Fraujo's Frau's tweet. My stomach is starting to hurt, I think. Feels the same as before a match. That's it for the A-list. Regarding the exoskeleton company accident, it is very unfortunate that such an accident occurred. I wonder if there will be reporting on that accident. Is exoskeleton Misaki-chan's company? I wonder if she's okay. HUG is in trouble. Some robot doctor could have maybe fixed it. Need the people of Exco to do maintenance correctly from the user side? That's not cool. Well, for once you actually sound like a sane human being there, Michi. Fatal accident from an HUG malfunction. Are they hiding similar accidents that have happened before? Taboo news. What? Didn't know HUGs were so dangerous. I mean, if they sold 3 million units, 1 or 2 accidents are bound to happen. I think everyone is taking it too seriously, but somebody died in that accident. Yeah. Do you know how many people die from car accidents? Don't bash HUGs for one fatal accident. Well, they're kind of not meant to do that. We're taking it too seriously after someone died? Are you stupid? After all, after saying that it's completely safe and having a super high maintenance fee because you can only let HUGs touch it, and now this, yeah. We don't even know who died. Maybe it was a user mistake. Or just a user mistake. Covering it up is what's bad. I don't think this is the only incident they're covering up. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I was really supportive of XCO, but they've lost a lot of my trust. Whereas this person says, I still think they'll be the #1 popular company even with this under the belt. This one is just spam. Right now there's only one fatality we know of, right? Pretty sure they're going to look into this some more soon. The media is all over it. If HUG Spark isn't getting cancelled, then it's all good. I have a physical disability and use the HUG. What should I do? I'm hesitating to put it on because I'm so scared. Yeah, I think we need to talk with Mizuka about this. Well, as well as Misaki at some point, if we can do that, but still. I just walked past the person with an HUG in the city and without thinking I prepared myself like I was going to be attacked or something. I think the fact that they don't know the reason is bad. Exoskeleton needs to find that out and deal with it ASAP. Until then, they should stop selling HUGs to new customers. But close to 3 million people are using HUGs, right? Having everyone stop using them is unrealistic. I wonder what XCO is going to do. Well, we should probably hear something from Misaki concerning that. The sky to the west is dyed light orange.
Subaru 君さ、
And Kaito is no longer referring to him as Pleiades, so that's an improvement.
何ですか？ロボワン3回優勝したんだよね。で、優勝賞金っていくらだった？それぞれ500万です。
5 million yen each time, and since he won 3 times as Pleiades, that's 15 million.
それどうしてるの？親に持ってかれた？必要最低限の額だけ残して、他は寄付しました。
So he donated some of that.
そうなの？そりゃもったいないね。なんで？まだ学生ですから。残りの管理もロボワン事務局に任せてます。M45 のパーツ代とか遠征費とかが必要になった時に事務局に連絡して引き出してるんです。ストイックだね。職人かたぎか。でもなんか事務局とべったりとも取れるけど、 実はひいきしてもらってたりするんじゃないの？
I'm sure Subaru probably does have the inside track when it comes to
そう思い
robots.
たければどうぞ。
Or then again, maybe not.
冗談だよ。
I of all people know how skilled he is after our match.
しかし喉乾いた。スバルくんさ、ちょっとコンビニまでひとっ走りしてジュース買ってきてくれない？
Okay, now Kaito has gone back to being his
俺
usual
フルーツ
self.
サワーメロン、あとアキちゃん用にスコールも。お断りします。可愛げのない後輩だな。先輩面しないでくれますか。そういう前時代的な上下関係はヘドが出ます。それに僕はロボ部に望んで入ったわけじゃありませんから。でも暑くない？冷たいジュースを飲みたい気分でしょう。自販機が近くにあればな。ほんと不便な場所だよ。僕にとっては理想的な環境ですが。
Really now?
本気で言ってる？ええ、こんなに広くて人がいない場所はね。今まではこそこそ隠れて M45 をメンテしていたので。マスクマンは大変だね。
Although he might have reasons beyond that, which he does, Kaito.
ちなみにさ、こいつ全然動かないんだけど。
For some reason, no matter how much I've tinkered with my Pokecom, M45 hasn't budged. Since the day before, Subaru has been trying to implement the KB control scheme into M45. Well, no, we really should get Frau to look into that.
プログラムのどこかにミスがあったか。さすがに一日じゃどうにもならんでしょう。俺にテストプレイさせるならさ、もうちょっと洗練させてから持ってきてよ。昨日種子島新さんのプログラムを真似て作ってみようと思ったんですが。
Of course, that was a bit too much.
これは中途半端な知識では難しいかもと思い始めました。
Yeah, we really need Frau to help us out.
ブレアデス君ともあろうものが弱気じゃないか。僕はソフトウェアじゃありませんからね。どちらかといえばハードの方が得意なんです。それ言い訳？キルバラの操縦システムを再現できないって言うなら俺は降ろさせてもらうよ。
I make my intent clear and Subaru bites his lip, frustrated.
やはりフルゴーリと話をつけるしかないか。
ヤシオくん。
お？
No, Junna's here. I hear a voice I wasn't expecting and turn around to find a tiny girl standing before me. When our eyes meet, she bows slightly.
こんにちは。
ああ、やっぱりちっちゃい。
It's a good thing Junna's friends aren't here, Kaito.
ああ、いや、なんでもないよ。それより大徳さんはどうしてこんなところに？
この前ヤシオくんが言ったんだよ。一度でいいから顔出してって。
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he definitely said that.
もしかしてロボ部入るの？
そういうわけじゃ。ただ 受験勉強するのって嫌になるよね。
You say that with a smile on your face there, Junna. Daitoko-san has a bashful expression on her face.
それについては 100% 賛成するよ。
Man, I didn't think she'd actually show up. Neither did I. She must really have a lot of free time now that she's retired from the karate club. So she did drop out. This is my chance. When I forced Subaru into the club, I figured he'd help Akiho here and there, leaving me free as a bird to game. So now you're going to try the same ploy with Junna. Yet somehow I always ended up getting stuck playing hobby robots with him. Hell, I can't even keep an eye on Akiho all that much now. I guess I screwed myself. Yeah, in that regard. But if I have this stray little lamb watching over Akiho, I can at least relax a little. Though she seems a wee bit unreliable. But hey, since she did karate, she should have solid reflexes. Should being the operative word here. I might even be able to make her take my place as Gunbuild 1's pilot. No, you're pretty much the only one who has the skills.
じゃあ大徳さん、心ゆくまでロボ部の活動を見てってよ。
うん。
I made it sound all grand and stuff, but we aren't actually doing much as a club. Indeed. Also, I think we need you to formally sign a contract before you can actually be a club member. Or Subaru knows exactly what Kaito is up to. Since he's right here, of course. Subaru shows less than zero interest in Daitoko-san as he packs M45 away.
スバルくん、大徳さんに挨拶したら、仮にも君より上級生なんだからさ。どうも。
Subaru briefly glances at Daitoko-san, then bows his head slightly.
彼はロボ部機体のホーブ2年の日高スバルくん。先週入部したばっかり。
その大徳です。
Well, this is awkward. Obviously. He has zero social skills. At least Akiho knows Daitoko-san. I'll just have to leave things to her. I'm about to call into the hangar when a strong gust of wind blows by.
うわ。
Despite the fact that she does karate, the wind causes Daitoko-san to lose her balance.
ここ、遮るものが何もないから風強いんだよね。
大丈夫。でも広いね。私この空港久しぶりに来た。
Yeah, it's quite an open space. Normal people don't really tend to visit closed airports.
滑走路で寝るのがおすすめ。ただし、今の時期は昼間に寝ると死ねるから気をつけて。
なんだか気持ちよさそう。
No sooner than I hear a shout, Akiho comes dashing out the hangar. She looks back and forth at me, and Daitoko-san's face is like she's panicking.
ついにどっちか告白しちゃった。え
God damn it.
アキちゃん、何くだらないこと言ってんの？
じゃあなんで？
Daitoko-san curls up, but I urge her forward.
そのロボ部の見学に。そうなんだ。そっか、そっちか。
Well, at least Akiho is happy now. Akiho's smile covers what seems like her entire face as she grabs both of Daitoko-san's hands firmly.
ようこそ歓迎するよ。ハンガーの中覗いてってほしいな。ガンツクワンを見たらね、きっとびっくりするよ。うん、そのお邪魔じゃなければ。全然、ぜひ見てて。それでロボ部に入ってくれると嬉しいな。もうね、最近そっちの男子2人がうちのこと無視してホビーロボでばっかり遊んでるんだよ。あ、ホビーロボっていうのは今スバルが片付けようとしてるちっちゃいロボのことね。でね、男子は男子で勝手にやってるから大徳さんが入ってくれればうちも女子連合軍を作れるわけ。
軍って誰と戦ってるんですか？
男子。
くだらないですね。
You're not wrong, Subaru. Subaru coldly spits out his words, then starts messing with the program source code on his Pokécom attached to M45. And there he goes, off to his own little world. Dude just follows his own path. Again, you and he aren't that different, Kaito.
もしかして私怒らせちゃった？
No, that was Akiho. That made him mad.
いつもあんな感じだから気にしないでいいと思うよ。
ええ、気にしないでください。
ねえ、そんなことより大徳さん、今日この後一緒にロボクリニックに行ってくれない？
I thought you were going to avoid going back to the good doctor.
なんで？パーツを加工するのにさ、あそこの設備をどうしても使わなきゃいけなくて。
Yeah, but he's going to demand payment.
でもうち実はドクから借金踏み倒し中なんだ。顔合わせたら確実にひねり殺されちゃう。ひねり？
Probably with a wrench.
というわけで孫の大徳さんを盾にすればなんとかなるかなーって。
Don't lay out your strategy quite so blatantly there, Akiho. Also, using Junna as a scapegoat, not the best idea. Didn't you try this exact same strat before Robo 1 and fall on her face?
アキちゃんには卑怯者という称号を送るよ。
Achievement unlocked.
無理だから。
Daitoku-san enters full rejection mode. Her eyes are filled with tears as she desperately shakes her head from side to side.
お邪魔しました。私、帰るね。
Well, looks like that plan failed, Akiho.
嘘ロボクリニックのことは嘘だから行かないで見学してって
And she's gone. Good grief. Could Akiho be any worse at trying to persuade people? Probably. Akiho ends club before sunset, then decides to hold a welcome party at the Irae General store.
それじゃあ新入部員のスバルとジュンを歓迎して乾杯
Everyone has their own drink, but looks like instead of Skull, Kaito is drinking what is clearly the true intelligence beverage of choice there.
乾杯。
Although he's not very enthused about the...
乾杯
In fact, Akiho is the only one celebrating the cheers. I'm actually impressed by how uncoordinated that was.
スバルあなたのこと歓迎してるんだから少しはありがたがってよ。
別に頼んでませんから。おごってもらって感謝はしていますが、これを飲んだら先に帰らせてもらいます。
He then puts some distance between himself and us, drinking his bottle of barley tea.
相変わらず可愛くない後輩だな。ほらほら、ジュンは遠慮せずにグビッといっちゃってよ。グビッと。
まるでおっさんだね。
And when exactly did she start referring to Daitoku-san as Jun? Probably just now. Long and short of it is that Daitoku-san joined the Robotics Club today after visiting. That's very convenient. As I expected, Daitoku-san is helplessly weak when it comes to being pressured.
で、大徳さん、見学してみてどうだった？
楽しかったよ。楽しかったけど、まさか今日のうちに入部してるなんて自分でも思ってなくて、なんかびっくりしてる。
At least the club has 4 members.
アキちゃんが拝み倒してたからな。
Satisfied with herself, the president sips her skull.
ロボ苦手って言ってたけど、あのでかいロボは平気だった？
多分大丈夫。
Yeah, it's still a long way from being active yet, so...
大きいのはまだ完成してないからだけなのかもしれないけど、でも小さいのは可愛くて平気だったよ。
Obviously, she's referring to the honorary prayers.
その話うちもさっき聞いたんだけど、ロボが苦手っていうよりね、ジュンの場合は特定のデザインの等身大ロボだけが苦手なんじゃないかな。具体的に言うとどこのところにあるロボね。
How very astute of you, Akiho.
アキちゃん見たことあるの？
Akiho shakes her head.
ロボクリニックに開かずの扉があるのは気になってたんだ。きっとあの中にあるんだよ。開かないなら もうそのままにしておいた方がいいと思う。
Junna's speaking experience here, Akiho.
でも気になるじゃん。ロボクリニックって名乗ってるぐらいだからさ、人体を改造してロボにしちゃってたりして。
What is he, Dr. Robotnik all of a sudden? Does he have some sort of roboticizer?
あの倉庫に保管してあるロボは全部人間の脳を移植されてて、夜な夜な苦しみにうめく声が。
Okay, now that would genuinely be creepy.
やめてよ。
ああ、泣かした。
なんて嘘。ドクはいい人だよ。
Indeed he is.
ケチだけど。
You want to talk, considering you haven't even paid him back for the parts.
大徳さんさ、俺もこれから純ちゃんって呼ばせてもらうけど。
どうぞ。
純ちゃんこの前宇宙が丘公園に行ってからレポート探したりした？
Yes, the rest of the Kimijima reports.
なんかちょっと怖くて。何
幽霊の正体。
何それ。
Yes and no.
宇宙が丘公園に幽霊が出るって噂があったの。
俺と純ちゃんの間では解決済みだけどね。
へえ、幽霊が出るなんて初めて知った。
Information gathering skills must be weak.
でもどうせあれでしょ。その幽霊実は怪でしたってオチでしょ。日が暮れてからあそこの公園でいっつもゲームばっかりやってるもんね。
まあそういうことにしとくよ。今度純ちゃんから詳しく聞けばいい。
It's too much of a pain on the ass to explain.
じゃあさ純ちゃん、ピーガー音の正体の方はその後進展あった？
Toku-san, Junna slaps her shoulders.
わかんないかな。
It's got to have something to do with Irae. It was way too dark to venture into, but I bet there's something on the first floor. There has to be. I feel like there's no mistaking it. But I really don't need more trouble. Which is why I don't intend on investigating myself, but trying to get everyone else to do it for you.
でもね、ほら、ヤシオくん、この前言ってたでしょ。46秒間のフリーズ。あ、それニュースでやってたよね。うちもあの時ポケコン固まったよ。
Yep, that was a bug-like phenomenon that occurred all throughout Japan. The cause is supposedly under investigation, but there's been no follow-up.
似たような現象起きてないかなって調べてみたの。そしたら過去にも結構起きてて、例えばこれは東京限定でのことなんだけど、何百万人っていう人数のポケコンに全く同じタイミングで一斉にメールが届くって現象が続発したんだって。
Same message, huh? Exactly the same, eh?
同じ人が発信してたりして。個人じゃなかったみたい。緊急地震速報ってあるの知ってる？
Oh, so it was an automated message.
知ってる。地震が起きる直前になるんだよね。あれと同じ原理なんだって。一定のエリア内にいる人だけにキャリア会社が その情報を一斉送信するの。じゃあ緊急地震速報だったんじゃ。キャリア会社はそれを送ってないの。あれを物理的に送ることができるのはね、キャリア会社だけなのに。
So if it wasn't the earthquake warning system or any other type of warning system, then what was the message that they received?
だから誰がどうやって送ったのか今も分かってないんだって。警告音は緊急地震速報のものが使われてたらしいんだけど、
Yet another mystery.
届いた内容がちょっと怖くて、カゴメカゴメの歌詞だったの。
カゴメカゴメ。
カゴメか。同様の。
Junna lightly nods.
それが1ヶ月くらいの間に10回も20回も来たらしくて。
それいつの話？
Junna gulps as if she's hesitant to answer, then turns her gaze to me. What is it?
2012年の9月と2015年3月。
I know I've seen those dates recently, but where? How about the Kimijima report? Indeed, the Kimijima report. No, there's no goddamn way. Oh, but there is a way. It'd be ridiculous to force that connection. Well, you don't have to force it. It's there. This is just a coincidence. Or so you believe. If this is the only point that matches up, then it's not a big deal. Now for like 10 or 20 different things, that'd be another story. There's no way that dead guy's delusion-filled testament is the real deal. Well, if we find some more reports, we might have the answer to that question. Also, what Junna was saying about the alert, the mysterious alert that was being sent out to this so-called nursery rhyme, kind of reminds me of a very similar phenomenon, but no, I'll put it out of my mind. That's not important right now. Silence. The road in front of my eyes, the only national highway on the island, should have more cars driving by at this hour. But there are none. The silence surrounding us is deeply discomforting.
さっき話していた46秒間のフリーズですが、
And surprisingly, Subaru has been paying attention to our conversation. Oddly enough, the one to break the silence is Subaru, who up until now has added nothing to the conversation. For some reason, for someone who said he was going to leave soon, he seems to be enjoying hanging around.
電波障害ではなく、イルオの不具合が原因かもという議論もあります。
Well, if you want to call Irae a bug, you can.
そうなんだ。
Not that you would appreciate being called a bug.
追放で、そっち関係に詳しい学者とか専門家が独自に調査してるみたいで。イルオは今や全てのポケコンにプリインストールされてますからね。その不具合となれば、当然日本中の全員に起きるわけです。
So the app is already installed on every Pokecom in the country. Huh.
それって色を削除しちゃえば不具合も起きなくなるのかな。
さあ、そこまでは。原因はまだ確定はしてませんから。じゃあ僕は帰りますんで。ジュースごちそうさまでした。
Well, now he's leaving. Subaru says that without making eye contact with any of us. He then gets on a scooter and zooms off. Oh, bye. It happened so fast that we don't have time to react. But, I'm just gonna check Twippo again. Played almost 1 hour while side-eyeing the club prayers. 12-1. And Frau is apparently hungry but going to have to live off water because I have nothing to wear. Wait, what? Doesn't make any sense. That's a lie. You have the clothes you wore on the plane. New member joined. That makes 4 people. Hype. But surprisingly, we haven't seen on the news the HUG accident. There's been no new developments there, no new developments there. So that's about it.
Kai.
And I was wondering when you were going to show up, Mizuka. It's then that Mizuka-san pokes her head out from the store and beckons me over.
ちょっと
Yeah, we definitely have quite a bit to discuss, don't we? There are no customers inside the store.
ジュンってさ、子供の頃どんなアニメ見てた？サザオエさんとか、キテレツ百科事典とか。
Well, we get to learn about more anime. It's always refreshing. Sazawe-san, an anime based on a 4-panel manga that airs at 6:30 p.m. on Sundays. It is an extremely popular show nationwide that has been airing for over 50 years, boasting an average of 20% of its viewers watching it live. And Kid Ritsu's book. A popular anime based on a manga by nationally renowned manga artist Fujio Fujiko. The story is about the son of a line of great inventors who solves problems with a mechanical doll he created. Ever since it was first aired back in 1988, reruns of the series have been incredibly frequent, with some stations restarting from episode 1 as early as a week after the final episode finishes airing. How many episodes were there in this series then, if that's the case? But anyway, we have more important matters to deal with.
うわ、普通。
I can hear Akiho and Junna talking outside through the window behind the register. Mizuka-san quietly closes the window.
水香さんのハグは大丈夫？
Yeah, that was the other thing we needed to talk to you about. Apparently, you're not going to believe this, but someone died as a result of their HUG malfunctioning.
ああ、暴走事故のこと？なんで知ってんのさ。
Twippo.
ネットじゃその噂で持ちきりだよ。あ、いやごめん。ちょっと大げさに言った。
Yeah, there are rumors, and there is also more
エ
than
グスケの
that.
人間は大丈夫だって言ってたけどね。
And you're taking them at their word. Mizuka-san shrugs her shoulders a little. She doesn't seem to be concerned.
昨日、宇宙が丘公園に行ってきたよ。
Did you now?
そうですか。
I instantly know what she's implying. This is about Ko, Kimijima, and Irae. Hang on. Kaito never mentioned anything about anything.
どこでその名前を。
The day before yesterday, when I casually mentioned Ko Kimijima, Mizuka-san was very clearly shaken up.
で、会えた？
Ah. Okay, well that answers that mystery for me. Apparently Kaito just came out and told her.
いや、
Mizuka-san then shoots a sharp glare at me.
あんた、私を担いだりしてるんじゃないだろうね。
That depends on whom is being taken on a ride, Mizuka.
まさか。
Why is she so skeptical?
水香さんを騙すような真似したら後が怖いってことはよーく知ってるからね。人のせいにする前に水香さんこそちゃんとポケコン持っていったわけ？あれがないと愛梨ちゃんは見えないよ。
持って行ったさ。
買ったの？
That's unexpected. Mizuki-san constantly proclaims that she's an analog girl who doesn't have a Pokécom despite its 90% adoption rate here.
ミッチーに借りてね。
Really?
あ、そう。
3時間くらい粘ってみたけど、どこにもいなかった。
Yeah, that's because she's not in the park per se. Ko Kimijima. And the reason why just mentioning his name was enough to shake Mizuka-san. I heard all about it the day before yesterday. I wonder.
どこで
え？
どこでその名前を。
何か知ってるわけ？
答えな。どこで君島の名前を。
宇宙が丘公園。廃墟の郷土館の中にさ、君島公って人が書いたらしいテキストデータがあった。
So Kaito just laying his cards down on the table. Then again, it's not like he's any other choice.
テキストって何さ。
テキストもわかんないの？穴黒人間すぎでしょ。
カイ、今ここでパッションフルーツマンを2個連続で食いたいらしいね。
いや、勘弁してよ。テキストデータは要するに手紙みたいなものだって。
I hurriedly bring up the Kimijima report on my Pokécom. So you did show it to her. Mizuka-san snatches it away from me and reads through the report, her expression deadly serious.
アイリっていう女の子を見たことは？
ああ、ある。水香さん、やっぱなんか知ってるでしょ。
Yeah, you do know something. How does somebody who clearly has never used the most technology in your life know about Irae.
知ってるよ。と言っても、そのレポートに書いてあるような小難しい話じゃない。
Then I ask again, how do you know Irae?
10年くらい前、私は愛梨と会ったことがあるのさ。
Okay, we're getting there now.
10年前。
2009. Mizuka-san's eyes look distant, as if she's remembering the past. But there's no smile on her face, no sense of nostalgia. If anything, she looks kind of lonesome.
私がまだ高校生の頃で。愛梨はミサと友達だった。
But Irae's an artificial intelligence. Unless. But then, if that's the case, why then would an AI be modeled after one of Misaki's friends?
君島こうもね。
So they knew each other.
Huh?
I was shocked when I heard all this the day before yesterday. The last thing I expected was for Irae and Kimijima to be friends of Mizane. But at the same time, it wasn't all that surprising. Really? Uchugaoka Park is close to both my home and the Sonomiya's home, after all. The three of us would often play at the park when we were kids.
もう一度教えてくれないかい？どうやれば愛梨を見ることができるのか。
Yeah, should probably tell her about IIUO.
宇宙が丘公園って言っても広いから、行けば絶対に会えるってわけでもないと思うよ。どうもあいつ勝手にフラフラ動いてるらしいし。
Yeah, so she isn't actually confined to that room, given the fact that we glimpsed her outside, but still.
でも運よく近くにさえいれば。
I boot up IIUO on my Pokécom to make things a bit easier to explain.
イルオっていうソフトにちゃんと姿が映るはず。
Well, speak of the devil, also there's a geotag, HUGHUGR03 Hayate. For a second it felt like my heart stopped beating.
今あいつ。
どうした？
Why? Why is she here? Maybe she's been following us all this time, despite... Well, you told her not to contact you. I look around the store through my Pokécom. But I don't see her anywhere. Was I just seeing things? Or perhaps Irae has been following me around. Yeah. Maybe there was another Irae from here at the general store from the get-go. I doubt it. Either way, the fact that I only saw her for a split second makes her feel like a real ghost.
いや、勘弁してくれないかな。
Why has she been following Kaito around? Maybe we might find out in the next episode. So when we return, adventurers, we're back here in the old town hall, looking for Irae. As always, until next we meet.